to join this meeting. Yeah. My name is Liu Kai. You can also call me Justin Liu. Yeah. I'm a Executive Vice President of Power China Group, Overseas Business Board. Also is a President of Power China Group in Southern and Eastern Africa. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and everyone. I'm from Hichilema, Zambia office as a professional engineer. My name is Chen Xuexiang. Yeah. Thank you.
Your Excellency, honorables and friends, my name is Song Mingming. I'm the representative of Power China in Zambia. So I'm based in Zambia. Welcome to my office to talk anything about the projects or something else. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Honorable everyone, good afternoon. My name is Peng Zhaohui. I'm from Sino-Hydro, Zambia Limited. I'm basically staying in Zambia. Thanks.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and everyone. My name is Zhang Enbi from Sino-Hydro, Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Liu Kai, just opening remarks while the media is here. Before then we'll allow the President to react, and then we'll allow the media to leave and go into more details. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Honorables, this first is I would like to introduce about Power China. Yeah. So I think most of people know Sino-Hydro in Zambia. Yeah. In the past of 20 years, we completed nearly 45% of the generation capacity in your country, and more than 1,000 kilometers transmission line, and also some of the road projects, water projects, and this and that. Yeah. So it's Power China is our main business is water and power, in water and power sector. Mainly about do the consulting service, construction, financing, and investment. Yeah. In many, in the world, we are top 7 largest as contractors, and we are also is top 10 international contractors. Yeah. In the power sector, we are number 1, and in the water sector, we are number 3 in the world. Yeah. In China, we are the main dominant the players in the China south to the north water diversion projects with a capacity is about 11.7 billion cubic meter per year from Yangtze River to the north. So if you go to Beijing, you drink the water, maybe that's most of them from the Yangtze River. Yeah. So this time is I came here. Then to follow up is the agreement between His Excellency with our chairman, Dr. Chen, this May. Yeah. During this China Zambia High Quality Development Forum, now is His Excellency instruct here our chairman to do some more job. First one is about the national power planning. Yeah, we know now we have some challenges in the power supply. Yeah, in Zambia. Zambia also is my second hometown. Yeah. So it's another one is about water resources planning, including the water transfer. Yeah. Now it's conceptual idea is to transfer some of the water from Lower Pala River to Kafikaji River to increase the generation capacity, to increase the irrigation for the agriculture. Also will increase the water supply for the residents, particular for Lusaka. I know now the population in Lusaka is increasing quicker. Yeah. Then is another one is we also like to develop is two parallel to modern agriculture farms. Yeah. We would like to use our modern agriculture technology to improve the crops productions of the existing farms. So we try to work together with our farming partners to develop one new business model to upgrading the farming technologies. Yeah. So it's after that, then we can use this modern agriculture technology in many farmers. Yeah. So now we have complete our preliminary discussion with Ministry of the Water and Sanitation, and also Ministry of the Energy, and also Ministry of Agriculture. We have started to collecting some data. Then we also formed 3 delegations for these 3 planning jobs. The first delegation will be here early of next week. Then end of next week, the second delegation will be here. End of this month, then the third delegation for the parallel agriculture farms project will be here. So we will work together with our local engineers, our brothers, to complete these 3 planning as soon as possible. We will focus to identify some projects and implement it quick. For the poor projects, for the poor challenge here, we have some proposal. Yeah. First one is according the strategy of the 3 million copper production capacity from His Excellency. So that means Zambia will need the stable, sustainable, and affordable power supply to guarantee the realization such a great goal in the copper production. So first of all, I think we need to improve the general capacity of existing power plants, this one, to guarantee all the power plants in the good operation. Then second one, we think we can develop the business model for the roof solar PV program. And such a program, I think our preliminary suggestion is to establish the joint venture, or we put it one framework. We can import and install the roof solar PV system for the homes. Yeah. Then we can, the government can give some allowance. Yeah. Then at the beginning, we can use our cash flow to import equipment and install it. Then the applicant can pay. That means the home can pay the cost. About the subsidies from the government to the homes, maybe can be paid later. Yeah. So is this one. Then is also is now we have accelerate the progress of the carbon solar PV power projects. That's 100 megawatts. Yeah. We hope we will commission this project before next June. Yeah. Then it's also we are negotiating with ZESCO to develop Coffee Gorge solar PV power plants, 100 megawatts, and also Kariba solar PV power plants, 100 megawatts. We hope we will conclude these two contracts and start quickly in the new business model. Yeah. So that's what I want to say. So is so from Power China side, yeah, we are here together with our family members, our friends, for the past 24 years. We would like to make more contributions in the power challenge solution. Thank you.
Mr. President, your remarks before, while the media is still around.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vice President, and your team, Power China team, and for being in this meeting, but also my colleagues, cabinet colleagues, ministers, for being present in this meeting, and other senior colleagues. And I'm very delighted, Vice President, that you are here today, following our meetings with the President of Power China and the discussions that we had, which in a way, including your past work, Iteshiteji, Kafio Gorge Lower, and others that you've done before, including Musonda Force, that you have been involved in, and indeed now the solar project, 100 megawatts in Chisambo, Kabwe. I'm not too sure where it's located, Chisambo, Kabwe. So we're very delighted. All that history, plus the recent meetings we had with the President of Power China and yourself, we're very delighted that we are where we are today. We're having this meeting. I'll come back to this a little bit, but just to step aside to also express our appreciation to President Xi Jinping and the Chinese government and the people of China for the support that they've been rendering to us through our bilateral relationships, or relations, if you like, over many years. I must say, shortly after independence, we got into a relationship with China. And we've done a lot outside of this conversation. Tazara, which is important to us. I always like to say, to mention those milestone projects. Tazara is a milestone project. It's a signature project of China, Tanzania, and Zambia. And we are now working towards rehabilitating Tazara. So we're very delighted with that. But with the situation that we have, with all this background, our relationship, our history, the deepened relationship, strategic, cooperative, partnership that we've now advanced, and that we have a working platform between China and Zambia on the projects we're doing. This is one relationship where we have a clear matrix of actions. I always talk about this. My colleagues, I'm sure, are bored about the issue of action matrix. But so we would like now to add on these things that we're doing with Power China to the matrix that we are already working on. The embassy, the previous ambassador was very active in this area. We know the Church d'Affaires is doing a good job, and we believe that we have another staff coming in there, but we want to continue in an organized way. We have been doing business with China since we upgraded our relationship. Obviously, we've had our debt restructuring issues which are moving. We take into account all of those matters. But for today, and the time we spent away from this hall, I'm sure you were all wondering what are they doing there. We had a very good conversation with the Vice President. He has touched on a number of matters, and since the media is here, we want to focus on resolving, finding a resolution, working with Power China and other companies, finding a resolution to our energy crisis, because it's affecting everything. It's affecting households, it's affecting key institutions, hospitals, learning institutions, universities, colleges. So we spend time, and the Vice President has articulated some of the issues we agreed upon, that we must devise solutions and not talking. We talk and talk and talk. Now we want solutions such as what? Rooftop solar. So he has touched on it. I just want to confirm that this can be done fairly quickly. The financing structure can be put together, and I think we'll be working on doing that. And the dedicated team, energy team, now need to work in a different way. Minister of Energy, we have to work in a different way. Not reports, PS, not reports, but specific measures. We're saying by August, September, what will we have done in this rooftop solar, for example. We also agreed that we will have to focus also on the medium, small, medium to large production of energy, generation of energy around solar, which we want to agree with what the Vice President has said. We do understand that 100 megawatts, for example, at Kafue Gorge Lower, at Kariba Extension may take 12, 13 months or more. But if we do 5 megawatts, 10 megawatts, they will take a shorter period of time. As we are working on the bigger projects, we must work on smaller projects. And we compared notes with the Vice President that if we are able to do 200 generation plants of 10 megawatts, if you like 5 megawatts, you're talking about 1,000 megawatts. We will have overshot our deficit, or almost there, given other projects that are going on. So we want to be practical, colleagues, Minister of Energy, Minister of Water, and colleagues on this side. Everybody now, we need to change the way we are working. So literally, because the 5-10 megawatts will be much quicker to deliver, much quicker and scattered across the country, based on obviously the technical specs of the network that we have, where it can take these bits and pieces. We will change the situation together with rooftop solar. These two are very, very important, colleagues. So, and I want people of Zambia, through the media, to know that we are having sleepless nights to find solutions. And going in the streets, burning tires is not where the solution is. The solution lies in such things that we're discussing with Power China to devise. We can exercise our so-called democratic right, but really the solution must be us working together to even pull ourselves 10, 20 people. We were saying with the Vice President, it's just an example. If we got a 5 megawatt power station, maybe we'll be spending $3 million, something like that, $3 million plus dollars. But Zambians living in London, Zambians living in America can come together and raise half of that. The rest is gear. In fact, we talked with him the possibility of bringing in a financing instrument as well to support the equity and gear that. I don't want to get into technicalities. So we can be able to deliver a 5 megawatts plant owned by Zambians, but in partner supported by Power China but with us creating the environment for achieving that. And in 12 months' time, we could actually be able to put up a gigawatt of power with the example I've used. If we do 10 megawatts, we can do 2 gigawatts, which means 2,000 megawatts. And we'll be talking of a different thing. And in this combination, some will have storage, battery storage, those who can afford it. Some would, which means it's possible to get closer to firm power. So I am saying to the nation and through this meeting that we are looking and working on solutions and not just talking over each other and doing things that don't help solve problems to our situation. This is a national calamity. We have a lot to learn from China. I mean, the Vice President was explaining things I never knew myself, that you can extract water from a mine, as you need to take it out to mine, take it up in the day using solar, isn't it? In the night, from the height you have taken it, you generate a hydropower from the mine water. It's dramatic. You were saying you have about how many megawatts or gigawatts out of that in China?
Now we have more than 200 such projects.
Yeah.
So we have more than 1,000 megawatts.
There you are. From a mine, the water you don't want underground. You put a solar power station in the day, it's pumping the water up. In the night you are generating. So literally you'll have firm power, isn't it? So you engineers, you like calling yourself engineer Kapala, engineer. Why are you not doing these things? Why does it take us non-engineers to discuss with engineers to find solutions? Honestly speaking, this is not a joke. It's a very serious indictment on us as a country. All these years, why weren't we doing these things? Maybe that's why God has given us a drought, to make us think a little bit. So I don't want to waste time. We're very happy with the conversation we had here, there, and now here. But our focus from today, not from today, I think from a month or so back, has been to look for practical solutions to alleviate the shortage of power. And Vice President, I didn't raise that matter in the small room there. The rooftop solar and small solar, for example, 5 megawatts, 10. We would like to do these also associated or connected to critical institutions, such as hospitals, such as learning institutions. UNZA, for example, we should be able to, ministers here, to find a solution for UNZA that keeps university children learning without power shortages. This is in our hands. We can do it. So this is the sort of thing we're looking at. Household, yes, but also institutions. UTH is another. There's enough space inside UTH there. There's enough space at Copperbelt University. Engineer Nzovu, Engineer Kapala. Let those titles work, honestly speaking. So, but Power China is willing to work with us in devising those solutions. I think that's my main message for the media, that we are working day and night, and we invite a country that let's work together. Let's keep our minds busy. You have ideas, bring the ideas to the table, as we are doing between ourselves and Power China. And others, of course, no question about it. So I think that's my main message. And moving the water from the Luapula Basin to Kafue Gorge is a much quicker project we can do to allow us to generate power at Iteshteji, increased power at Iteshteji, at Kafue Gorge Upper, if I may call it that, and Kafue Gorge Lower. All these 3 power stations, within a shorter period of time, can become alive and increase generation. To me, it's quicker and cheaper than a new power station. Much quicker. So, Minister of Water, I have chatted with you on this matter. Minister of Energy, can we actualize the teams that are coming, the planning teams? I think we need to fuse this as a critical issue. He's not stealing water from the north. I hear people whispering. He's not stealing water from the north. This is one country. Where is the north getting its power from right now? if I may ask, some thinking boggles my mind, to be honest. All the power comes from the south, going to the north. So how is it that one can think that there's stealing water from the north to the south? This is a national asset. When the power is generated at the existing power stations, which is our investment, we will have the power in the north and elsewhere in a quicker way. So strange kind of arguments I hear in this country, honestly speaking. So, but that's a discussion for another day. So let's do it. Let's do it. We very happy, Vice President, to talk about water harvest overall, which is part of our plan. Water harvest. Power China has experience for modernizing our agriculture through irrigation, increased productivity we've talked about. So all of the things we're saying, Vice President, of Power China are in line with our priorities already. So we would just like to get going. And the pilot farms, I think we can work. In my mind, I'm thinking of national service already. We have farm blocks already. So ZDA, we have the pipeline, like the morning conversation we had. So we have the demand this side. There's a possible solution on Power China side. Let's put these things together quickly. PS agriculture, quickly. Your interest is agriculture. Push those elements. And energy pushes the elements. And we'll move. The bureaucracy really, colleagues in State House, PDU, we should not allow anyone to stand in the way of these solutions. I mean anyone. I mean anyone. We have reached that stage now that no one would be sitting writing memos when we need solutions. We should say no to that. So that's really the situation here. I'm also happy, Vice President, that he and I talked about a leasing facility to deal with the financing. So we will pursue this issue. I don't know if it was discussed in your meetings at energy or water, but we will have to pursue this issue to be able to support even private sector guys who want to do power, and Power China can implement the project. Purely private sector. As I said, colleagues, this is an opportunity for you Zambians to invest in the energy sector. Since you've been saying you are left out of the opportunities, here are the opportunities. I said that to the Zambians in London. Here are the opportunities. Do it. We'll make it happen for you because we need the power anyway. So it's not a favor you do to anyone, but it's a win-win situation. Lastly, I just want to talk about what I think, Vice President, is important, the national plan, energy national plan, water national plan, which really will look at the whole country. And if we do this thing properly, plus the projects, transactions, financing, we should be in a strong surplus position 3 years from now. We were joking to each other there. You said how many years? 4 years. I said, no, I don't have 4 years. So yes, yeah, next year. But we were talking about that. Once we pull these things together, we had a very good conversation. He said, okay, in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, we can have huge amount of power. I said, I don't have 5 years. Zambians don't have 5 years. 3 years we can get to, less than 3 years, we can get to more than break even, which means supply, equaling demand, or really supply or stripping demand. And that's why these interconnectors are important. I chose today to speak this way, not the usual way, so that we can raise the sense of urgency, especially to my left here. Let's exploit the opportunities, the experience, the technical know-how that these colleagues are able to bring to the table. And Vice President, I want to thank the President of Power China for allowing you to come here. This Vice President, I said, is available 24/7 to support our agenda. So why should we be sleeping if he's awake? We who need the service or the help more should be more awake than him. I think that's the issue, really. So thank you to him. Thank you to President Xi Jinping. And we also agreed that before September, before we go to FOCAC, we want to have projects going on, tangible projects. So I think the details you discuss in the meetings, ministers of the power, the water plan, the implementation, the teams coming. You have 2 teams coming? How many teams? 3 teams coming. By the time the second team comes, we should be moving on implementing 1 project this side, so that by September we have something to share. I will be visiting the headquarters of Power China in September. So before I visit, we agreed 2-3 projects will be on the ground. That's the right way of thinking, isn't it? Not memos, not why we can't do it, not the procurement challenges. We can overcome all of those. This is serious, it's not a joke. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, I think you have given us all the instructions to move. I think at this point, since Power China already met our teams, I think we just need to continue with these groups and committees which have been made, and I think we will confer on our side to ensure that we move. So I'll call this meeting to an end, but as we go out, I think we can have a photo, family photo on the staircase to close this meeting.
Just to, not to overrule you, but just in case the Vice President wants to respond, it's all, the right to respond is very important because it brings a few more things, and his team members, 1 or 2, may want to say something, if that's okay with you. Vice President?
Any response to the
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. From according is our experience here and our history here in the last 20 decades, our philosophy is just do it, don't talking too much. So it's for us. I also say I don't prefer is a medium to make a lot of this and that. Then you just watch, then later what will happen. For us we just do it. According to your instructions. Thank you.
Let him keep the floor. Just do it. Not him. Each one of us. I must do my part. This minister must do his part. That minister must do his part. Pamela must do her part. Chipo. All of us. Each one, if we have that mindset that I must just do it. What a lovely strategy. Maybe your colleagues wanted to say something.
So I think after this meeting, we will start the actual work with 3 ministries. 3 honorables had appointed the contact person for the planning. So it's that we do it. Thank you.
Minister, few minutes. You have anything to say? Water? Energy?
Mr. President, thank you so much.
Just do it, sir. Just do it.
I don't think I will say much. We just have to do it. Thank you. Okay. We are excited that there's a team coming next week. And I don't know whether the first team will be for energy or for water. Maybe the Vice President can clarify that so that we can set a team to meet them. I don't know, is the first team energy or water? Or mixed? For the energy, okay. Then we should be able to welcome them and give them as much information that we have got regarding, especially on the planning of the power, national power stability. Thank you so much.
Shouldn't we, on a more serious note, shouldn't we exchange notes? The team coming, ahead of their coming, we exchange a checklist of the things that they want done. and then we can respond so that we are ready. And the key people that need to be present during that visit are all here. Even when there are funerals, we can go to the funerals in the evening, in the day we do some work, so that the key people are not absent when the team travels all the way from China, only to find that the key people are not here. They've gone for a funeral, they've gone for a trip to New York, they've gone for, so nobody will travel. Everybody who needs to be present when this team is here, nobody will travel. So please make sure that nobody travels. If they've traveled, bring them back. Minister of Water.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I think just quickly, maybe to inform you that this is a team we've worked with before. Sino Hydro, I think completion of the last unit at Kafue Gorge. I know Mr. Liu Kai and the other ones. And just to say, I think they are serious contractors and I think they are up to the game. We met them a few days yesterday and today, and we already started the work. To inform you, sir, also that, Mr. President, that following your declaration of a disaster and emergency, we came up with an implementation plan as well as a technical team. So this is a technical team which you already availed to our colleagues from Power China. We've also already appointed the contact person. Further, we've also identified priority areas, the Kafue catchment, the Luapula catchment, trying to ensure there's firm power for that, for Kafue catchment, irrigation and everything, including studies on the interbasin transfer. So we are collecting data already right now, and glad also to mention that that's the same way we did it on Kariba extension, as well as Kafue Gorge Lower. The team is ready, I must say, and we look forward to getting the data, working with them. And just to tell you that following your declaration of a disaster and emergency, we are in an emergency mode. We've communicated to them that we'll be available 24/7, and that the team from WAMA, from NWASCO, from the CUs in the 10 provinces, they are all ready to work with them. So welcome, and I think we will be able to do it. Thank you, Mr. President.
What the Vice President won't say, which I will say, is the concern on time. Unavailability on our side. The projects you have cited had some delays. So we want to avoid those delays because we're in an emergency. Very simple. So 24/7, burning the midnight candle, must do it approach. But you as a minister, you need to unlock, we need to unlock. Your water engineers who are on holiday, we can ask them to come back to the office because it's an emergency. This is the missing link here. That is, honestly speaking, colleagues, this is the missing link, where we are not treating this as an emergency. We are treating it as business as usual. So these are nice people. They won't say it to you in a meeting like this. But out there, they will say it. And it's my duty to bring it to the table. This is a concern. Time. Seriousness. Deliverables. That is the culture we need. Colleagues, away from the two ministers, all of us here, PSs, that's why you are permanent secretaries. Out of 20 million people, how many permanent secretaries are there? Less than 100. We are lucky people. For me to sit here, out of 20 million Zambians, I'm a lucky person. And I must demonstrate my commitment. Alone sitting here, out of 20 million people, what am I doing to justify my sitting here? Let's work as a team. It's really the issue. The tender process, ministers, PSs, on your own, have a meeting, you two ministries, water, energy. I think environment. I would suggest, Pamela, we bring environment here. Have a chat with the Zambia Public Procurement. Is there something that we haven't done which we can do to make decisions much quicker in an emergency. We would like an action point there where the PSs only. If you want to carry your directors without the ministers, go to the other public servants in the public procurement entity. What is it that we can unlock there? What is it? Tell us. Checklist that item, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are sitting in the way. This is how they should be unlocked. And come to your ministers, come to us, who unlock those issues. So that these colleagues are not like sitting waiting for us. We should be saying to the Vice President, when are you coming next to sign off something? Or can we sign, I'm just typifying, can you sign electronically so that we can avoid the meeting? That's the mood in which we are. So I hear too many things about no, the tender process. I thought by the declaration, ministers, we had to, that was the right way of resolving that problem. But so we must go back through our PSS colleagues. And today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Come back to us next Wednesday. What is delaying things? And be candid. You know the answers. But tell us, the President, do this. Minister, do that, and we'll do it. Pamela, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. The meeting has come to an end. I will go out and